Update. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my friend crash at my place after he roasted my apartment in front of everyone? Original post. Alright, this might sound petty, but I feel like I was justified. I, 26 male, have a small one-bedroom apartment. It's not fancy, but it's clean. It's mine, and I worked my butt off to afford it. Like IKEA everything. But I got a gaming setup I love and a little fake plant that's absolutely thriving. Last weekend, I had a few friends over for pizza and chill. Nothing wild. My friend Kyle, 27 male, who's been kinda couch surfing lately, shows up and immediately starts roasting my place. Like he walks in and goes, "Damn bro, is this a studio or a jail cell?" Everyone laughs. I brush it off. Then he goes, "Yo, where's your dining table? You just eat off your lap like a raccoon?" Again laughs. I joke back like, "Better than eating off someone else's couch, man," and everyone laughs again. But he doesn't stop. He jokes about my sad little gamer chair, my bare fridge, and even says my bathroom looks like it's been through something traumatic. It was funny for like 5 seconds. Then it got annoying. Then it got rude. Fast forward to this week. He texts me saying he got kicked from the place he was staying and asks if he can crash on my couch for a few nights. I literally responded, "I thought my apartment was too sad for you, man." Now he's calling me petty. A few mutuals said I should have let it slide because he is going through a lot. I feel for him, but like, why would I let someone stay in a place they just spent an hour clowning? So yeah, am I the a-hole for not letting my buddy crash at my place after he roasted it in front of everyone? Now for the top comments before reading the update. Not the a-hole, he's an idiot. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Yeah, next time I'll make sure to offer 5-star hotel service before getting roasted for not having a dining table. Not the a-hole. The friends who think you should get over it can offer their places. Exactly. Kyle's got a whole group chat to crash with. I'll be here in my sad little gamer chair, not getting roasted. He really sounds bitter and is probably jealous you have your own place and he's couch surfing. There's no need for friends to put their friends down like he did. Also, it's an accomplishment to have your own place. Screw that guy. Not the a-hole. He's being an ass. And you're not his mom. You don't need to take him in. He can find somewhere else. For real. Some people just can't handle seeing someone else win a bit. OP's home, OP's rules. Simple. Funny how his traumatized bathroom suddenly became prime real estate when he needed a place to crash. Now for the update. Appreciate all the comments. Honestly, didn't expect this to blow up a little. So, mini update. Kyle saw the post. Yep. A mutual sent it to him. Apparently the phrase, "sad little gamer chair," really tipped him off. He texted me something like, "Limao, real mature bro, air out your feelings on Reddit," and then left the group chat we're in. So that's fun. One of the same friends who said I was being petty later texted me like, "Okay, yeah, Kyle was out of line." Apparently Kyle's been doing this kind of stuff to other people too, cracking jokes that go too far and acting like it's always just a bit. Which, yeah, exactly. Bonus update, I picked up a folding table from this local guy who had 5 in his basement for some reason. It's ugly, but it does the job. If someone makes another raccoon comment, I'm flipping it dramatically. So yeah, still chilling in my apartment. Still got my IKEA shelves and my $9 fake plant that's somehow the healthiest thing in my life right now. Kyle's not staying here, but I hope he figures his stuff out. Just not on my couch. Thanks again, Reddit. Y'all cracked me up and also made me feel way less crazy. This guy just sounds like a douche overall. The trash took itself out neatly. And you gotta love that, LOL. Just a bit is always code for, I want to be a jerk with no consequences. Good riddance, Kyle. Still gets me that the homeless couch surfer was roasting someone's apartment. Like, what? I had a friend's girlfriend mock the size of my bathroom. To be honest, tiny, but entirely normal for the old European city I live in my 2-bedroom apartment while living with her parents. It was wild. Bringing others down is a sign that someone isn't happy with themselves. No doubt he feels like a total loser, because he is one right now, so he's taking out his bad feelings about himself on the people around him. A tale as old as time, and not something anyone should be required to put up with. You don't want that guy in your house. People who beat a dead horse, don't take a hint, or are proactively rude are hell to live with, not the a-hole. Yup, probably the reason why he was kicked out of his last place. He might be difficult to get rid of too. Kyle needs to get his personal act together, and he needs personality therapy. Next story. Am I the a-hole for the way I have chosen to deal with my friends wanting to split a dinner bill? I wrote a post a couple of years ago about how my friends treated me like an ATM when it was time to pay the bill. It got better for a while, and we all agreed that we would pay our own bills. That is reasonable. I made an effort to always pick restaurants that were in their price range when it was my turn to pick. I also continued to just order a drink or two and my meal with no extras. My job is fairly sedentary, so I watch what I eat. 6 months ago, one of the guys got married, and his wife always joins us when we go out. She has become friendly with the woman I'm seeing, so sometimes we go out on double dates without the rest of the friend group. The thing is, she also likes to split the bill. It's just easier, she said. Last time we went out, I asked my girlfriend to drive. I ordered an old-fashioned with very good bourbon. Whenever I finished it, I would get another. I didn't get sloppy, but it would have been very illegal for me to drive. Before the bill came, I said we should each pay our own bill, but his wife said that was silly, and we should split it. My drinks alone were about a third of the bill. It was very good bourbon. She started backtracking when the bill came. She said she didn't realize the split was that lopsided. I was fine with it and agreed that we should each just pay our own. My girlfriend said I was an a-hole for running up the bill just to make a point. I said that I wasn't the one trying to change the way we did things just to make life easy. Restaurants absolutely have the ability to split bills with ease. So am I a prick for doing this? I will never understand splitting the bill. It is not easier and always creates issues. Just pay for your own bill, people. The waitstaff can handle it no problem. I've gone out with a group of 5 or 6 friends, let's say. We might order 2 or 3 apps and share entrees, and 1 or 2 people order dessert, but then 2 other people have a bite of a dessert. In that case, assuming all the entrees were similarly priced, it's easier to split the bill. Here's what makes it work. None of my friends are a-holes. We all agree to split the bill, and the 2 people who order dessert volunteer to pay more. Same here. Every friend group I'm part of works this way, and generally we all get together often enough that friend A getting an extra drink balances out when a friend B orders dessert next time. If you're in a financial crunch or the orders are very lopsided, I understand asking for separate checks, but I'm always surprised to see people here acting like it's an unbreakable norm. I don't have the same take your girlfriend had. Doesn't seem like you were running up the bill on purpose. Maybe I am missing something? Not the a-hole, but I think your girlfriend might need to go. He was running it up on purpose to prove a point. Seems to me he was just enjoying very good bourbon. He asked his girlfriend to drive, so obviously he knew he was drinking. He didn't know about Dingbat's plan to change the status quo. Next story. Am I the a-hole for renting an apartment without telling my parents, even though they depend on me emotionally? I, 24 female, recently rented an apartment 6 minutes from my parents' house. I didn't tell them beforehand, just told them after everything was signed. And now they're saying I betrayed them. For context, I have a full-time job as a civil servant in IT. Not as chill as people assume. I'm graduating college this year, and I make enough to support myself comfortably. I rented this place because I'm really sick. Like medically sick. A few days ago, I got test results showing my stress system has collapsed from chronic stress. My doctor said if I keep living like this, I'll start experiencing symptoms similar to menopause by 25. That scared me. Life at home is intense. There are daily fights, no privacy, no space to study or relax. My dad sleeps on the floor because there aren't enough beds. I'm not allowed to play games, talk to friends on the phone, or even use my computer freely. Everything must be turned off by 9 to 10 p.m. They watch my screen, monitor everything, and after a stalker situation and finding out I had an American friend, they doubled down on controlling me. My mom has a condition where she gets seizures at night when she's under stress. I'm the only one who stays calm enough to help because my dad panics and rocks her. My sister just cries and hugs her. So yes, I know they depend on me emotionally. But the doctor said it's a lifelong condition and not fatal. We've tried to keep the peace at home, but nothing really works. The stress is constant. So I made a choice. I found a nice quiet place nearby. I thought I was helping everyone because they wouldn't need to pay for my health costs anymore. My dad could take my bed. My sister could use my room to study. I stayed close in case they needed me. But when I told them, they cried, yelled, said I was a traitor and ungrateful. That if I really cared, I would have asked their permission first. They said I need to break the lease or they'll never speak to me again and will turn my whole extended family against me, including my elderly grandparents who don't have much time left. Now I'm second-guessing everything. Was I wrong for acting fast and not involving them in the decision? Was it cruel to do it without asking, even though it's my life, my money, and my health at risk? Am I the a-hole for renting an apartment without their input, even if it means finally being able to breathe? Not the a-hole. You are not their emotional support human. You have parents and they aren't parenting. They're controlling and abusive. I would have moved further away. And if they are able to turn the extended family away, they weren't worth keeping. Can I be your mom? You sound like you could use a real one. Because of the stalker, I only have my partner left, no one else. The fact they are willing to abandon me hurts so much, and I feel like such a bad daughter for making them sad. Am I such a horrible daughter? Could I have done things differently to be easier for them to understand? You are not a horrible daughter. You could not have done things differently. Understand this. They don't want a daughter. They want a slave. I don't know what else you do around the house, but I bet they were getting a fair bit of labor. Your paycheck as well? And be their emotional whipping girl? You did not fail your parents. Your parents failed you. Therapy would probably help you. What stuck to me the most was the fact that they said instead of finding a place for myself, I should have used the money to move all of us to a bigger house. And I feel so egocentric for not doing so. Like I feel bad for choosing to live alone. They said, you have food and a warm bed and our doggy and a lot of love. Why you abandoning us to be alone? And that hurt so much. Not the a-hole. You are old enough to make your own decisions. It's telling that you felt you had to do it that way though. You need to take care of you. Your parents need to find the services available to help your mom if need be. It isn't up to you to do that. It sounds like you already have your plate full. I have to wonder about parents that would try to turn the rest of your family against you. Plus, if the family doesn't understand how you have already helped them and could be so easily swayed, then they really don't care that much, do they? Keep the place and be happy with a little peace of mind. If your family loves you, they will be there for you. If not, you really don't need them around anyway. I know it can hurt, but they sound toxic. Mom said I'm not being a good daughter by leaving in time of sickness because she is sick. And my sister is mad at me because it will cause stress. This condition has been going on for more than a year now, almost 2 years, but it's not really getting better or worse. Plus, I did it kinda scuffed. I didn't grab all my things. I just found a place and left with what I could take. And they don't believe I'm able to live on my own. Last story. Am I the a-hole for telling my father-in-law he can't hump the floor at my house or in my presence? Crazy title, and I wish it weren't true, but here we are. Unfortunately, I'm asking because I'm possibly in a state of being gaslit, or I actually can't take a joke and I can't see it. My father-in-law, late 50s, is known for being very playful, goofy some would even say. Well, he, my mother-in-law, late 50s, and 3 siblings-in-law, 20 male and 27 male/28 female, married couple, came to stay with my husband and me at our home, 28 female and 30 male, and to see our new little one, 7 months. Well, little one was put to bed, and we were all in the living room area hanging out, doing stretches, just casually talking, when father-in-law decided it would be funny to start humping the ground out of nowhere. And unfortunately, it was directly in front of me, not mother-in-law. Mother-in-law and I looked at each other in shock, while his children all laughed and chuckled. Father-in-law made it clear that the gesture was meant for his wife, despite it being directly in front of me, with eye contact, so we dropped it. The night passed, they left town, and after a few days of not being able to shake the image in my head, I decided to talk with my husband about how uncomfortable it made me. along with other sexual jokes he makes about us all being married, etc. There's been this big divide now on how I'm always ruining the fun, how it was just a joke and not a sexual gesture, and how I'll always find a problem when my husband's family is in town. His family thinks this. However, when I speak with my mom, sister, cousins, and anyone on my side of the world, they see his jokes and gestures as totally inappropriate. My father-in-law tried to make the point that I've done TikTok dances in his home with the other siblings-in-law and my husband, and he's never felt uncomfortable because he knows they're harmless, and that it's not fair for me to judge him about this versus knowing his intent, which was to just make a joke. My point is, even though I'm not on TikTok and I don't post videos, everything I've done is postable. Him slow stroking the ground is not. My husband got mad at me for not seeing it as a joke, and so did the other married siblings who were in the room and were raised by father-in-law. So, am I the a-hole for saying that my father-in-law humping the floor in my home/presence made me uncomfortable and drawing that boundary? I genuinely would appreciate feedback because I plan to have another conversation soon, and I want to know that I'm coming into the conversation grounded in reality. Can your husband explain the joke to you and his mother? Can father-in-law? Because I don't get it either. Just straight up gross. This is a good point, and I'm wondering if I should actually ask to see what the response is. Exactly. Say you don't get it. Ask him to explain why it's funny. I'm betting his answer, if he manages to come up with one, will be it just is. Your response to that should be, but why is it? I just don't get it. Keep asking why. As a person who loves comedy and hates bad comedy, this is the way. This is my normal go-to when people try to say racist or sexist jokes to me. Usually leaves them stammering. Not the a-hole. Your in-laws are weird AF for enabling this behavior. Your husband is weird for getting upset you didn't get the joke. WTF. His father made you uncomfortable. I'd be sick to my stomach if I saw my father-in-law do that. And your husband's reaction is to get upset with you instead of address it with his dad? Gross. All around gross. I agree that the whole family is weird, husband included. It definitely has made me wonder if something happened in the home that makes this seem normal. Why did you have a baby with someone before you examined these questions? Because never in a million years would I thought I needed to ask, does your dad hump floors and is this funny to you? Never. I'm just as shocked. Truthfully, what makes this even worse is that we're a very religious community. He's an elder and deacon in the church. We're all church goers, worship leaders, musicians, all the things. So I had absolutely no reason to think this would have ever come up, until it did.